I'm Peck,
I'm Chris.
and we're here to talk to you about Ring of Honor Wrestling. Just in my opinion, the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Sorry to say it. Yeah, you're still getting 30 to 40 minutes spot fest, but unfortunately, that's all that you're getting. I know that wrestling is not supposed to be about the writing, but you have it for a reason, and they've just been having some god awful writing.
I don't even watch it because here's my problem with this whole thing. This show came on in our local area, I think around September, and I kept seeing the same show for like 4 shows straight. I'm like, if you're not going to update the programming, I'm not going to watch this.
We're not even talking like, oh, the same matches. No, we're not even kidding. They literally re aired the same show.
Yeah, I mean, it
From weeks
was.
past. I'm like, you already showed me this 3 consecutive Saturdays in a row. This is terrible.
Yeah, I don't get this.
Um, Honestly, biggest problem I gotta say, top of the list, Jim Cornette.
Okay.
His ideas are outdated, and what makes me mad, you know, he had to have a hand in naming some of these wrestlers. What is up with Jim Cornette and ethnic stereotypes?
Yeah, he loves it.
We have the Sicilian psychopath Tommaso Ciampa, who's paler than me.
Yeah.
Why? You have Nigel McGuinness, who TNA gave a much better name, Desmond Wolfe. You have diehard Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards, really? That's the best you could come up with? You couldn't pick a different beginning to a last name? You just had to throw that on there? Truth Martini, that's at least different. We'll give him that one. That's not bad. It's just been a plethora of independent guys we don't care about and stars that aren't as good as they think they are.
I'm looking here. Is Matt Jackson? He's one of the.
He's one of the Young Bucks.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, yeah, they're the Young Bucks in ROH,
Yeah.
but they were Generation Me and TNA. They're not
Okay.
bad. They have some bright spots, but at the same time, they have people that just make you shake your head and say, why?
Yeah. What's going on?
The biggest of these, Unbreakable Michael Elgin.
Ugh.
You're terrible. You're a heel. Why are you being pushed? You're nowhere near the world title picture. You're nowhere near getting a world heavyweight title match. No one has any reaction to you whatsoever. You might be a nice guy, but you're not a good wrestler. Matt Taven has much more potential than you do. They basically had you squash him on TV, and he showed much more athletic ability. It just wasn't a great match. Wasn't very happy with it.
Yeah, I don't know. This Elgin guy came from this Canadian league that used to be on WXL or something, and he was okay on that. But I don't really see the magic here.
And Cornette, I like what they're doing with the World Heavyweight title. Kevin Steen, his comeback has been, great. He turned into the Antichrist of professional wrestling, which didn't work with Jeff Hardy. I don't know why you're stealing something from a failed Jeff Hardy gimmick. That's never a good idea.
Mm-mm.
But at least he's playing his role well. He came back in a very good hardcore match against Steve Corino at their pay-per-view in December. Was glad to see him come back. Finally got the World Heavyweight title shot he deserved, and finally ended the reign of the American puppy, Davey Richards, who I've just honestly gotten sick of. He's like a talented version of Daniel Bryan that actually has a more distinct look, but I'm just sick of him doing kicks all the time. They treat it too much like Ultimate Fighting, and his feud with Eddie Edwards just got played out way too long. And you can tell Cornette really has a hand in all this, and it's coming across as long-winded and just not that good.
Yeah, I don't understand any of this, and when I watch the shows on TV, I'm just like, this is just confusing, and I don't really care what's going on, and
I
it's
think
just
they
low
mistime
budget.
a lot of people. They have way too many people in the mid-card that should be in the main event. I mean, you have the Prodigy Mike Bennett fighting Lance Storm and winning. You don't put the TV title on him, though.
Mm-mm.
You give that to Roderick Strong, or Jay Lethal, or they were going to give it to Tommaso Ciampa, but they didn't.
What's up with these pay-per-views?
Not a fan of them. Never really wanted to use one. Don't know how to hook it up to the TV. Never really tried. I mean, I understand they're a fledgling company. I mean, not a lot of companies can survive their 2 top guys going to WWE and main eventing a pay-per-view. But I don't know. I mean, it just seemed like they were a lot better when Desmond Wolfe was healthy, when they had CM Punk, when they had people like that.
Yeah, the prime was obviously like 2002 through like 5 or 6. The ring looks kind of junky too. When I'm looking at
The
it,
production quality
Yeah.
for TV taping, I find it really hard to watch. Quite honestly, it was worse than when IWC had cable access here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The lighting was better. I don't know
Yeah.
how in the world you get the darkest arena in the world. You look like you're shooting in the Undertaker's crypt, and I can't see the ring. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
red ropes, great. You don't look at all different.
It just doesn't look good. I love that when they had like the red ring with like the black trim and the Ring of Honor symbol on it or whatever. It was cool, but it just doesn't. It looks like
And they do all this stuff about the Code of Honor. I don't care about the Code of Honor. It isn't Mortal Kombat. It's a wrestling match. I don't care if they shake hands or not. Just wrestle.
It's a cool thing and establishes them from something else, but I don't know. I don't really see. I don't know. Here's the question: with Jim Cornette, has wrestling gone up or down? That's what I don't know. I haven't watched enough of this to really know.
Well, actually, we have. We watched TNA when Jim Cornette seemed like he was
Well,
running
yeah.
the show. We weren't really pleased with it.
Junk.
We were able to deal with it, though, because we had a lot better actors and better wrestlers than we do in ROH. I'm more entertained by Mick Foley at age 50 than I am by Eddie Edwards and his missing teeth at age 30.
I mean, there's some decent guys here, like Steve Corino. What they got?
They have talent, but again, the writing isn't being used right.
The Briscoes, yeah. They got more tag teams. Like TNA should steal half their tag teams.
Yeah, honestly, they should. I mean, I'm usually not for advocating, ripping off the little guy, but now I am.
Who's Kevin Steen?
Kevin Steen's the world champion, that guy. He doesn't look like much, but he's actually a very good wrestler. He has a good gimmick. He can talk. He's very funny. He's hilarious. He's one of the funniest wrestlers I've ever seen, and they have him doing a more serious, dark role. They have Jimmy Jacobs as his manager and confidant and tag team partner. Although calling the guy the Zombie Princess is just a little strange. Although he does dress the part, it's weird, but hey, whatever floats your boat or sinks it, I don't care.
Here's a question. What's this best in the world thing? Is that their... Because it seems like they keep having the same pay-per-view, best in the world, whatever.
I think it's like their version of
like Clash of the
House.
Champions or something? Okay.
Although I do gotta say, you disagree with me completely on this. My favorite ROH talent of all time, I gotta go with Veda Sky.
Ugh.
You're just not into chicks with dyed hair and glasses. I am. Veda, if you're listening, my name is Peck. Find me online. I'll give you my screen name or phone number, whatever you want.
For a company that's been around for 10 years, it still looks so, C-plus quality.
And yeah, Adam Cole's a good wrestler, but he looks like Brian Kendrick minus the talent.
I got Rhino.
Yeah, they got Rhino and they had Finlay for a couple of shots, but
Mike Mondo, he doesn't look bad.
Mondo's actually 5'9", and they bill him as a giant. But he's actually a really good worker. He's a good wrestler. Can't take anything away from him.
I don't know most of these people, so I don't know. Mike Bennett.
Mike Bennett's actually not bad. He has Maria from WWE as his manager.
Oh, that's a good... Yeah,
one of his managers. The other one is actually just a really bad caricature of Mick from Rocky. Put it this way, your managers and everything in ROH are nothing special, except for Maria, and Truth Martini does a decent job, as weird as he is.
That's cool as Maria. I mean, at least they're trying with this guy. Not bad.
And he has probably the most WWE-ready look out of any of the wrestlers there.
Yeah, I would
admit
definitely
from
say
looking
so.
at it, he has the size. He's about the same size as Val Venus, actually. That's a really good
comparison.
Example for what his body looks like.
Jay Lethal, don't care.
And Jay Lethal, honestly, you shouldn't have left TNA. You had a good thing going. I don't know why they decided not to use you, but your impersonations are a lot better than your actual character.
Let's see what pay-per-view they got coming up here.
It should be Border War just happened. I think
Border War. They couldn't get the talent and they were illegal.
No, it was in Canada. Kevin Steen's home country.
I don't know.
No, that already happened. Border War should on Sunday. No.
Doesn't seem like anything. I don't know.
There has to be something upcoming.
No. We don't want to watch the pay-per-view.
Go back.
We're trying to find what the next pay-per-view is, but apparently they're...
I know.
There we go.
I know it's June 20. There it is.
Best in the world, whatever. Hostage Crisis? I don't know.
Who on God's green earth thought it was ever a good idea to name a pay-per-view Hostage Crisis? Really?
There's not even like a listing of who's going to wrestle on this thing.
I don't care. I'm a fan. I'm not going to something called Hostage Crisis. My parents already get worried enough about where I am. Where are you going? Oh, Hostage Crisis. No.
There's a Hostage Crisis in Ring of Honor. We need help. Yeah, I mean, top to bottom, the roster doesn't look bad.
It's just how it's being used.
Yeah, how it's being used.
They actually have had Lance Storman for a couple matches. He's done a good job at age 43.
Not bad. Where do you think they're going to go? What is the goal for Ring of Honor? I mean, they've been around just as long as TNA and have gone
Well,
pretty much nowhere.
here's the thing. There was a while, there was probably a period of 8 to 10 months where we thought ROH really needed to be taking aim at TNA and working on building themselves up to take a shot at them. TNA got a little bit, actually a good bit stronger recently, and it doesn't look like they're in as bad a straits as everyone thought. I think ROH is honestly just they're kind of stagnant right now. I think they're stuck. I don't think they're going to fall backwards because I haven't seen something better. A lot of people don't really a lot of people don't support CZW over them, which is good because if they start, that'd be bad. I just see them as being more regional right now, and until they fix their TV quality show, you're not going to make enough money off iPay-per-views and crappy design T-shirts and Jim Cornette doing your writing. I'm sorry.
It looks so much better though. Like when they were on, weren't they on like some kind of on-demand service or something, or some kind of channel?
Nature,
yeah. It looks so great.
Better then. Now that they're on My Pittsburgh TV, it just hasn't been wonderful.
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed. I did like the tag match though. I think it was like that one guy, Chris something with the long hero, and that other dude.
Claudio Castagnoli?
Yeah, against I think the Briscoes or it was Benjamin Haas. It was one of them. It was a great match.
I mean, the match quality in the main events has never really been the problem. The problem is you only have 3 matches on your hour-long show, and 2 of them are usually squashes.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just have all these backstage vignettes and promos that I just don't care about.
Well, I mean, what are they gonna? I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, what is their?
Although I will say, one of their other bright spots. Kevin Nash, Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash was there.
No. Kevin Steen, actually, for a smaller independent wrestling company, you usually don't think, wow, they have great theme music. He does. It's a song called Unsettling Differences by Blue Smock Nancy. I know that sounds like a weird band, but it's actually a really good song.
Kind of like Black Lady Smith Mambazo.
They actually sampled the theme from Saw. And had it start off, and then it starts out with like a metal song. It's actually a really good song. It's only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So give it a shot. Check it out.
Okay. What do you think Ring of Honor's like? What is the future for Ring of Honor as of 2012? What do you think they're gonna?
Oh, I mean, it's all about this title reign of Kevin Steen. They're not gonna have that end anytime soon. I mean, he's keeping it interesting. He's kind of like a face. I mean, Davey Richards was a face, but a lot of people just became so indifferent to him that they just didn't care. And I think, Steen, they're going to start matching him up. I think they're going to start moving up a lot of people from the mid-card, like Mike Bennett and things like that to fight him, and I think it's just going to be better for ROH. Tag team division, you pretty much have the same people playing hot potato with the belts every 4 months, but...
I was impressed with that 80-minute match they had. It was like some kind of... I don't know if it was a 4-on-4, if it was like 4-way tag team match, but it was pretty impressive.
There's
someone in Pennsylvania, I think.
ROH, though, and indie wrestling in general is... If you land a move that should paralyze somebody, it looks like, from the waist down, and someone kicks out at 1.5, and you have to hit the move 6 more times to win the match, you're just devaluing your moveset.
Exactly. It's unrealistic.
No. I mean, it's like, okay, you just literally murdered the guy with a pile driver, and he got up.
Is there anybody you think a Ring of Honor needs to become more successful from any other federation or around the world?
Well, I mean, the thing with that is beggars can't be choosers. You heard that saying? Who can they afford to get? I mean, they brought in Finlay and Rhino, but the only other bookings Rhino was doing was the ECW arena. We'll talk about that in the show, though.
Yeah.
I don't honestly see... I mean, if they can get anybody that's been fired from WWE that actually has a shred of talent, good for them. But, TNA usually is... Put it this way. TNA is like a scavenger that's bigger than you, and they're going to push you out of the way, and they're going to get... They're going to take their pick of ex-WWE talent.
Yeah.
You're not going to get first pick in the draft. You're not going to get Randy Orton if he gets fired.
What do you think? Like, you can see TNA from 2002 to 2012. You can see the difference in production quality.
You can
and all
and
that.
you can't. Though. TNA is kind of funny like that. ROH,
it's kind of stagnant.
Yeah, it really is.
Do you think they really care about really advancing, or do you think they're happy with the way they are and they're just going to get better, gradually?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, eventually you have to make that decision whether to step up or not. They don't have that luxury yet. But the thing is, I mean, okay, you're the number 2 company. Onus is on you. I don't know that they can ever... I don't know if they can ever get that big just because of how cannibalized they get from the other 2 bigger feds.
Yeah, and the other feds will always steal their talent, too.
Right. I mean, but even TNA had to deal with that, and look at where TNA has come in 10 years.
Yeah.
to having the biggest draw in wrestling history be part of you. As much as I hate Hulk Hogan,
It's big.
yeah, it is. And ROH, in roughly the same amount of time.
See, Cornette, I think, has this whole Smoky Mountain old NWA mindset where, like, everyone's a part of something small and it's going to get big. And he was making one comment I heard on one of his broadcasts where saying, like, everybody cares about, the company. Like, these guys stay and they take down the chairs and they set up the ring and all that stuff. That's great and it's awesome.
I can tell just by how they wrestle their matches that they absolutely care about the company and they care about getting the best out of it.
It's
My
like that.
thing is,
Yeah.
maybe they need to pull back a little bit on it and just be smarter.
Yeah.
And just apply themselves in a better way.
I think they need to get on regular pay-per-view. That's why, so I can actually order this stuff.
I think the biggest problem is Jim Cornette doesn't know that much about technology and has this vastly inflated view of the internet. I think he's all about web traffic, and I think he doesn't understand that not everybody that goes on ROH.com is buying merchandise.
Yeah, that's what they're really big about is their merchandise. That's what kept them around, I think for so long. They were pushing their DVDs, selling their DVDs.
I think he just has an inflated self-view of what they can do in terms of that, and it's come back to bite him, and he's been surprised.
Yeah, that could happen.
I do like, though, in ROH that you can be any size as long as you have ability, or you can talk, or you have something distinct. That's nice. There's no glass ceiling in ROH.
No.
You can do whatever you want. The only problem is maybe you need to, draw that line and judge some of these people a little more harshly, and let's not junk up our TV with them.
And that's the thing too. Like, I think when I always watched it, I'm like, this is so like just stuck on cruiserweights in just a small roster.
And all the big guys that couldn't work a lick in other feds.
Yeah. Because I was kind of comparing it to MLW at the time, where it was like the same kind of thing. It's a small roster, not a lot of guys, but it's good. So, I mean, I would say that, it's surviving, but is it the best it can be? I don't think so.
I go back to something Jimmy Hart said, and this was criticizing TNA Town, and they've gotten a little bit better with this, and ROH hasn't.
Yeah.
When you dress like your fans, people don't take you seriously.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, let's just face it.
No.
A guy wearing, like, Michael Jordan basketball shorts with kick pads and a shirt, I'm not impressed with.
Yeah, that's not getting over.
And that's big, though. You notice that everyone's wearing, like, swish pants with kick pads and, like, little wrestling shoes. It's
when you said Michael Jordan shorts, it made me realize that we haven't watched the Urban Wrestling Federation yet, and I really, really want to tune in for that.
I can't wait for that treat.
If you get another friend over, I'll throw in 5, they can throw in 5, you can throw in 5, and we will rent one of those.
The Urban Wrestling Federation is going to be amazing. I hear someone's knocking. Can they come in? Yeah.
Well, hey! How's it going, gang?
We got Clark Claus here from Complete Crap.
I just want to drop in to let everybody know, all the fans, that Complete Crap 3 will be coming this fall.
Amazing. I can't wait. I'm excited.
And I just want to let everyone know I'm now mainlining bath salts. Okay? Have fun!
Thanks, Clark.
Samowski's gonna get on!
Oh, God. Well, that was our recap of Ring of Honor Wrestling.
And I'm glad Clark stopped by.
I am too. I haven't seen him in a while. I thought he died.
I know. Well, good things come to those who wait.
I kind of disappointed. I had $5 on this that he was dead. Oh well.
Hopefully you'll get a refund.
Oh well.
Well, this has been great. But I just pray that Ring of Honor.
Wish we could say the same thing about Ring of Honor. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
This has been great. They haven't.
Yeah, they haven't, and I just don't think that. I don't really know what the future entails. I just pray to God that something good comes out of it. I hope that they can just get better over time. I mean, they're an excellent federation, and they have a lot of potential, but it just doesn't seem like they really do a lot. They really get the ball rolling, and they really make things happen. So I just hope it changes. But on another note, we're going to shamelessly promote our friend's promotion. You have to check out the Championship Wrestling Federation if you're in the Monessen area in July, on Saturday, July 14th, 2012. CWF returns live to Monessen. They're going to be at the American Festival. It's the celebration of the America Festival in Monessen. So it's live. You're going to get 3 hours of great wrestling. So you should be there. Remember, Saturday, July 14th. 2012 in Monessen.
One of the people in particular, one of the names, he's a cruiserweight wrestler by the name of Jason Gorey. He's been in a bunch of other local feds here in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Great wrestler, worth the price of admission just for him, I'll be honest with you.
Yep. Hot Stuff Chris Marks, Zubov, Cato, Big Time Bill Collier, Flex Lee,
And many, many more.
yes, tons of great action. So you got to check it out. Remember, I'll just say one more time as I'm about to throw up the information. Saturday, July 14th, 2012, CWF will be at the Celebration of America Festival in Monessen. 3 hours, great show. All right, for Pack and me.
That was us, and that was the ROH recap. Thank you.